versus. It's
versus
so natural.
competition.
It's natural.
Okay. This is why
Listen
you have
up,
the
X.
collaboration.
The first question is, how did we come up with the idea to start the line?
Alright, so I actually messaged Noor one day and I was like, hey, we should do a collab. And I didn't think I was going to get a response. And I did. She was like, let's do it. So I got on a call and she had this awful idea for a collaboration. And then we talked it out and we came up with this. And we just sort of bounced ideas and I asked what she was passionate about. And it was empowerment through education on sex trafficking and modern day slavery. And from there, it sort of just snowballed and we worked every day. We worked our butts off to create this line.
Adam usually does collaborations anyway, and his entire line, 50% of the profits go to charity, and they come up with causes and stuff. So it was kind of a good fit, per se.
Oh, I like this question. What was your first impression when you saw the clothing printed and ready? And are you coming out with another collection in the future?
First impression, we were super excited. So he had sent me pictures. I was actually on a plane, and then I didn't see anything until after, and then I called and we were freaking out because it looked amazing. It was so surreal.
Yeah, so I actually went to the supplier to check it out the first time, and I didn't even show Noor that one because they weren't even ready. They messed up the order. And then when we got it the second time, it was incredible. They fixed everything, and it was just super surreal. We were on call and we were like, yo, we worked our butts off for this, and it came out exactly how we wanted it, even better actually.
Yeah. And then, are you coming out with another collection in the future? So, we actually have a couple new items coming out for this line. Couple tangs. And then, the future, I don't know, honestly, I'm so sick of working with
I was gonna say that.
Question number 3. What is your definition of dope?
My definition of dope is anything I touch. Anything that sparks creativity or inspiration. Anything you look at and you say, damn, that's dope. What was the creative process behind the clothing line like? Did you face any hardships coming up with the final product? So the creative process really involved just bouncing ideas off super late at night when our brains were functioning and we come up with the best ideas.
He has a notebook filled with sketches of
It's actually over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's we still.
Now we look at it and it's just wow.
They were
rethinking. They were terrible.
Because we were just half awake.
It was so bad.
The final product was probably the most difficult part. We researched for weeks where to get the jackets made, where to get the hoodies, how to print the dimensions correctly. It was really exciting though. It was fun.
But wait, did you face any hardships?
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Well, one. Okay, whatever.
Wow.
I think it's self-explanatory at this point. The hardest part was definitely finding the manufacturer and getting the right quality for the jackets.
And it was things coming in the right way. Because obviously when you have all of these orders and then you're handling pre-orders, because basically we did a pre-order sale first, and then having them come in and always being on the edge of our seats and things not coming in on time and stuff like that. Those natural hardships that nobody sees behind the scenes, but then when everyone's ordering and stuff, they're like, where's my stuff? What's happening? And you guys have no idea what's happening. No one's being lazy on this end. It's just stuff that doesn't really, it's not in your control, so you can't really handle it, and you just have to put a smile on your face and be like, it's okay.
We feel super bad when customers yeah, I ordered X amount of time ago, and we're
especially because we did a pre-order, and when you do pre-order, you have to wait until that's over, and then they have to make the products and stuff. So people, some people who ordered a couple of days ago and stuff just got their stuff, as opposed to people who ordered during the pre-order. But that's why we have a pre-order sale, because you save money and then you wait a little bit. Okay. Anyways, who and where do you get your fashion and style ideas to create this clothing line? So I thought, we can answer for this clothing line specifically. It's very Listen Up-esque. Even our the girl is very similar to their logo, and you want to explain why it's crossed out and stuff.
Yeah, so I was explaining the concept of the logo to Noor. It's just LSNP written backwards and crossed out, and that's based on a quote from Jean-Michel Basquiat, and he says, I cross words out so you will notice it more. The fact that they're crossed out makes you want to read it. And Noor saw that, and we were bouncing ideas, and she was like, let's just do that. The line is to notice our girls and empower them, so that's perfect, and it matches. Other than that, we researched a lot on like other charitable collabs and causes to see like
the AIDS one.
The AIDS one. We looked a lot into Puma. We looked a lot into Black Scale, Huff, Staple. A lot of like.
I don't even know what those are, guys. So
yeah,
he did that part, and then he would be like, "Do you like this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty."
Pretty, and that would drive me insane because streetwear is not pretty. But
streetwear is not pretty. I mean, it looks cool, and then so a lot of it just looks like his line.
What's one thing you would do differently if you could go back and redo the line?
Everything. Just kidding. No, for real. What do you think you'd do different? I know what I mean,
I don't know.
the jacket. So like I think we would, because this was kind of a lot, like we literally did the entire line within like a month, and we like had everything done and stuff, and so we wanted to bang everything out, but like a lot of the stuff takes time. So I think maybe next time give ourselves more time to like release the collection for like spring or summer or whatever. I don't know.
I would say giving the customers,
guys. Okay, go.
You're done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Giving the customers more notice. I feel like we kind of underestimated the time. We should have probably overestimated the length of time that they would receive their orders, so that they would be more prepared. I'd say that's the big thing.
Yeah, that's all theirs. So that's his fault. All of it, not mine. So.
It's just a roast session. Is this what we're doing?
We can do that.
Bring the heat.
Who wants a roast session? Should we do a roast video? Could you imagine? Oh gosh.
They should
I'd
comment.
win.
They should comment in the comment section if they want to roast me because I want to record.
I would win. Okay, I think someone's asking about the tickets. What's with the tickets?
The ticket. The tickets. If you tweet me with a ticket from your box, you're gonna get a really suspicious answer because I honestly have no idea what I'm doing with the tickets right now. So, I love the message behind this clothing line, and I too am passionate about putting an end to it. Meaning
Sex trafficking.
Not the clothing, putting an end to the
Putting the end to the clothing line.
When did you first hear about the issue, and where did the idea of coming up with the clothing line come from? Will we be seeing more in the future?
Okay.
Much love from Canada.
So, I first heard about sex trafficking, to be honest with you, back in like 2007-8, when Nicholas Kristoff and Cheryl Wu Dunn wrote Half the Sky, and they went on. This was when Oprah still had her Oprah Winfrey show, and they went on, and I like heard about it. And I was like, how did I not know about this? This is crazy. And so after that, I started doing a lot of research. I wrote papers. I just read so many books, watched videos, and I followed Nicholas and Cheryl's like journey through Half the Sky. And I would try to like volunteer and get involved with organizations or do stories on them. And then around the time where Adam asked me to collaborate, someone from Australia reached out to me about an organization called Project Futures, which is where 50% of our profits are going to, and they work to combat sex trafficking. They have beneficiaries in Cambodia. So that's when I first heard about it and became really passionate. And then you asked, so then the idea obviously for the clothing line itself came because, well, he wanted to do a collaboration, and his whole thing is about like doing it for causes, and the cause that I was really passionate about obviously was sex trafficking, so it was the perfect like opportunity for us to make something great. And then will we be seeing more in the future? Honestly, that like depends on if either of us survive today's lookbook shoot, because we don't know.
Alright, are you guys planning on adding more stuff to the line? P.S. Love you guys. Meaning Adam, I'm assuming, obviously. Okay, just answer the question.
You answer it, because that's your stuff.
Yes, but it's a secret, so make sure you check.
So the lookbook shoot we're doing right now is 2 parts. So some of the new stuff is going to be released in this one, some of the new stuff is going to be released in the second one.
It's so sick.
It's going to be dope, so just stay tuned.
Did you ever have times where you really wanted to give up? If so, how did you push through it?
I don't think giving up was ever an option, mainly because Adam is just super competitive, and we were just always like setting meetings up. And I think, to be honest with you, at first I was like, I was like, okay, we'll do this, and it'll like be over the span of like 6 months, whatever. Like I didn't realize how fast it was gonna take and how long. We were banging out designs and work every single night, and it was lucky for us because it was like at a time where we were both like everything else was slow. During the beginning, I wouldn't say ever give up, but I definitely didn't think we would work as hard as we did and then like finish it the way when we did.
Here's my favorite question. Noor, if you're on Metro, don't trust you.
Is that really what the question?
If you're on Metro, don't trust you.
If young Metro
I'm so
don't trust you,
scared.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah,
You do it.
I don't know.
Halloween,
Who is Young Metro?
Taliban.
Who is young Metro?
This collaboration is officially over. I'm throwing all the pieces away.
I can't answer this, guys. I really like. I don't know.
I take back any nice comment I've ever said.
Adam,
You've never said anything nice to me.
You're done here.
You be.
Adam, if young
I
Metro
don't
don't
care.
trust you,
He's gonna shoot you.
it's that simple.
If you don't listen to music,
Clearly not.
Relevant music.
any music ever.
Guys, is this a serious?
Please ship
thing?
back all your clothing to
You definitely heard it.
That's scary, guys.
Well, young Metro's just a chill guy.
Yeah, Metro's a nice guy.
Metro, young
Do you guys know him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Will you ever have a sale on the varsity jacket? They're so cute.
We did. You missed the pre-order sale.
Yeah,
Snooze, you lose.
yeah. We may, if you guys follow us on Snapchat, you know sometimes once in a while we'll release like a promo code, but you have to like follow us and find those out because we don't blast those.
Yeah, they're like they're kind of hidden, so.
Yeah.
So, it's
So look
discovery.
for them. Okay.
Has the reaction to the line been what you had anticipated? And then, alright, but other music collaborations.
Do you want to answer that? Because like I
Well, what
love
do
the
you expect?
reaction.
Is like
Well, I mean, I didn't really have expectation. Like, I wasn't really excited. I was just so excited about the line itself. Like, I didn't care if 5 people like loved it. It was so great, and the entire process of like putting it together was really awesome. And I think the react, like, we can't really answer that because people are just getting their stuff, and so far it's been amazing. But like, after this comes out, after the lookbook and everything, like, this is just the beginning. We have like events and stuff coming up, so just stay tuned, and then you can see for yourself.
I think the main thing was the reaction to like the computer generated, because we didn't have any of the products, so everything that people were seeing was made on the computer on design software. So seeing the positive reaction to that was incredible, and then
Yeah.
I just know that when you see it in the lookbook, when it's released and it's on someone, I mean, hopefully you like it even better.
A little off topic, but how do you decide where to speak and give lectures? What form of communication do you prefer best for business? It is a little off topic, but I'm signed with a speaking agency, Kepler Speakers. So if you ever hit me up and you guys have like an event or whatever and want me to come kick it with y'all, I just forward it to them and they handle all that. So it's not really my handling anymore.
Do you enjoy traveling, and what/who inspired you to become who you are?
Okay, so I travel a lot and I love it, obviously. I started traveling a lot like about 4 years ago, maybe? Yeah. And I thrive off of it, and obviously I get really, really tired, but I feel like when I'm home for too long or I'm not traveling for a while, I get like an itch and I'm like, okay, I have to go somewhere. And then I'll sit and like Google flights and stuff, and I'll look at places that I could go to and like try it out. I don't know, I just love doing that. And who inspired me to become who I am? I always say like when I was a kid, I always wanted to be Oprah, but like now I always say I want to be like me, like a better version of myself, but I really look up to Oprah, I look up to Lisa Ling, and I look up to my mom a lot. So those people would be the contributions. So what did you guys learn from the clothing line, like the do's and the don'ts? So like what's one do and one don't that you could give to other people?
One do. Definitely always keep brainstorming even when you think you have an
Your
idea.
first idea isn't the best, like
It's
always
almost the
hash
worst.
them out.
It's almost always the worst one. So definitely keep brainstorming even when you think you're set on that one, because I can't tell you how many times we were like, okay, tomorrow we're gonna release this design. Just kidding, we're actually gonna change it and do another one.
Yeah, and I would say another do is give yourself a lot of time. So like, give yourself a lot of time, but work a lot on it. So I wouldn't say, oh, give yourself a year to work on this, but then work like 1 hour a week on it. Like give yourself a lot of time, like give yourself a few months if you're gonna grind it out, like on hours on end.
Yeah,
But
definitely know yourself, know your schedule, how you work best.
yeah,
Because I think it should really fit with our schedules and how we work.
don't.
Don't rely on anyone for like any other company outsourcing suppliers. Definitely push them at all times, keep up to date with them, because if you just let it wait while they're producing, anything go wrong, they might not tell you. So always follow up.
Follow up like 20 times a day. Like I make him follow up with everybody a million times a day, and he thinks it's annoying sometimes, but we gotta do it.
Out of the entire line, which was the hardest to design, and how did you pick the color schemes and why?
Okay, so for sure out of the entire line, the shirt was the hardest design because we had like 5 different solid designs before that, and then we picked the one that we have now was kind of impulsive. It was like, why don't we just do this? And then through that, we kind of try to mimic it onto everything else, obviously. But like the back of the shirt was definitely the hardest because it was like, what are we gonna do? What is the design? What's the poem gonna be? How many characters can the poem be? Like that was for sure. But it was the most fun, and I think it's like the most popular piece anyway. And I think it's reflected on like the caps, the beanies, and the jackets and hoodies.
So yeah, the color scheme was sort of the last. We discussed the color scheme at the beginning, but then we were like, let's just figure out the design first, and then we fit the colors into it. And we were on FaceTime, and Noor went around her room pointing.
That's so true.
She went around.
I was like this.
She went around pointing at all the pretty things she could find in her room. So she pointed at everything except for herself, and then was like, I like this color. Like I was like, Noor, what is your favorite color? She's like, okay, I like tan and blue and brown, and she just listed a bunch of colors. I was like, okay, what is that color right there? And she just pointed to it. We're like, okay, let's see if we can work with this. And then
I called it something.
Taupe.
Taupe. I was like ivory beige, no, and then you were like, what is taupe?
Yeah.
We didn't know what taupe.
You
I just forgot what it was. Taupe. Okay, that's not how I sounded. So how long did the whole process take? 3 million years. Just kidding.
What it felt like. I think we started conversating in December, and then I remember the official launch of the line was January 14th.
That's right.
So it took a month to design and get everything done, right? And then while the collection was released, we were still working behind the scenes and getting all the details together because we figured we could do some work while people were still purchasing.
Yeah. So the last question I think is a really great question to end on.
Oh boy.
And it's who rocks Jordans? I just got my first pair yesterday. So I think really to fairly answer this question, you guys are gonna have to watch the vlog of the lookbook and see who wears it better. Do you have Jordans for the lookbook or no? So basically you're just gonna see how fly I look in Jordans and make that judgment then. Okay?
But it's like when you see her in Jordans, it's really just.
Okay, just stop. That's it. That's all. That's all the time we got for today, folks. Talk to you guys soon. Check out the vlog and make sure you get your stuff at listenupclothing.com/NoorEffect.
Hey y'all, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you give it a big thumbs up and of course leave a little comment, and especially do not forget to subscribe. See you soon.